Hello again. This is Tim Bivens for CSC 118 Swift Programming 1. Today we're going to look at lesson 1.4 control flow. So let's open up Xcode and we'll get started with the playground. We're going to choose the blank, say next, and we're going to call this playground 1_4 to 1_6. Create. All right, so we'll learn about if and else statements and logical operators and how to use the switch statement. If you think about an application when you log in, once you've logged in, the application checks to see if you've entered in a correct ID and password. This is effectuated by logical operators. If statements are used to check to see if certain conditions are true or not. Say let temperature equals 100. Here we check to see if it's greater than or equal to 100. If it is, we're going to print out the water is boiling. You see down here in your console, the water is boiling. If-else statements are to give a condition. If it's true, you do one thing, else you do something else. So if it's false, the else block will be active. So here we'll say, if it's false, the water is not boiling. Okay. Apparently, the else statement has to be typed directly after the curly bracket, or else it's a syntax error. That is curious to Swift, and not sure why that is, but apparently it is the case. All right. So let's change it to 200, and we'll see that the water is boiling now. All right. You can also say else if and have another condition. And this chain can be linked as many times as you need it to be. Right? So this will be one of your Kaltura capture moments here. Boolean values can be either true or false. Let's try them out. So let number equal 1000. Let is small number equal number greater than 10. I guess the book had less than 10, didn't it? You'll see that it's true over there. It will be false in the book. I typed that incorrectly. Let speed limit equal 65. Let current speed equal 72. Let is speeding equal current speed greater than speed limit. run that. You see in the sidebar that current is speeding is true. Go ahead and work through all of these. I'm not going to do all of them here for you, but some of these will be in your Kaltura capture assignment. As we saw on the if-else statements, you can have a chain of them as long as you need, but often what you want to do, it's cleaner to write a switch statement, which is basically shorthand for a bunch of if-else statements. So do this number of wheels thing. So number of wheels equals 2, and then you have a switch statement. And the switch basically works on a variable. It checks that variable, and depending on the value of that variable, it will execute one of the cases. So in this case, if it's number of wheels is 1, it will print out unicycle, 2 bicycle, 3 tricycle, 4 quadcycle, and default case means if it's not equal to any of the above cases, right? It will default to that. As Book said, this could be written as nested if-else statements, but would quickly become difficult to parse or understand. A given case statement can evaluate multiple conditions at once. The following code, for example, checks whether a character is a vowel or not. This is peculiar to Swift. Some languages do not allow you to do this. Also, you can look for a range. Again, this is Swift syntax. You won't be able to do this in C#, for instance. And the ternary operator is a curious one. Take a look at that and practice out the code. It's kind of shorthand for if it's true, it does one thing. If it's false, it does the other. Now do your quiz, your lab, and you're done.